NDC National Chairman Edin Simbia Betudia, Ofosu Ampofo. Na Ghana for Sensema, Ofosu Ampofo the 2 year. I have a hope, papa, men can that dam. Na so Chema, or sitting in Yama, Asiedu Nketia at the year and a pa, our party Odinini. And at that time, too, he was the national chairman, all right. And I think that time, so Sanani Mame, if you mean and the baby echo. And there was a lot of allegations that were coming to him. I don't know. I Asiedu Nketia Sansu Trantra Eka Sentino. Since Ofosu Ampofo, if he chebi kromide, that means that he is right in bed with another Dan Kwekufado, President, His Excellency, and NPP, which means secretly, Ofosu Ampofo, NPP. And there were so many allegations that no more Ketiano. Now Ghana for Ofosu Ampofo, so sir, Edbetuja said the reason why he did not really fight back, and I said the reason why he did not really retaliate, and said, and it might put the party in jeopardy. Until Odi said Jumana Odi, and so he remained quiet and a Sunday way in a tone. And finally, the certain occurred that Nuntino Oja Akunaniso as the national chairman for the NDC. Now Ghana for with regards to Asiedu Nketia or the same baby no 2 Jan or check one or then Befaso. Ghana for assembly Nakuti Ofosu Ampofo ne some of the 2 Jambra. Medamuina Ase.
Because in the life of the history of the party, it has never happened. And always the two most important personalities that the party look up to is the General Secretary and the Chairman. And it was difficult because at the time that campaign were launched and even some junior members of the party were given platforms to attack me and do all sorts of things, there was pressure on me to do same and also to reply in same manner. And there were hardliners who felt that I must go boot for boot. But I decided that in the interest of the party, and as the chairman and leader of the party, the buck stops with me. I'll make sure that the party doesn't collapse over my head. Even if it means losing my chairmanship finally and keeping the party together, I will do that. That is why, Kwesi, you realize that I never responded to some of the very wicked accusations, sometimes weird, to the extent that as a national chairman, I was being linked that I'm an MPP man. Look at my profile that I've taken you through. How can I be an MPP man? All of a sudden, I come from Chibi, so I'm in bed with Akufo-Addo and the MPP. Some of the wicked propaganda was that even
you didn't collate the election results. You didn't have a machinery for collating.
And the national chairman is not the one who collates results. Under normal circumstances, all the functional officers of the party, directors, all fall under the office of the general secretary. In fact, in our constitution, the national chairman is a figurehead. The NDC constitution is different from MPP constitution. MPP constitution, the national chairman is an executive chairman. In NDC, the general secretary is the executive person who runs the party. The national chairman chairs FEC and chairs NEC, and that is the end. You don't have really anything to do. But all the allegations were heaped on me. But I thought that I'm the leader. The buck stops with me. Again, it was at the same time that I lost my mother. So the environment was not good for me to be. It should have been a somber environment instead of being combative and going to organize press conference. I was in black and then going to respond to people and there. So I decided that I won't say anything. I will speak to the delegates as has always been the case. And when the delegates come and they feel otherwise, well, I'll respect the outcome of it. I have very major challenges with all the processes. But at the end of the day, I decided to keep quiet and respect the outcome of it and allow the party to unite, because the party is bigger than any other single individual. And so if you go into an election and by some stretch of imagination, people felt that you didn't, in spite of all the things that I've done for the party, they felt, why not? When they voted for me in 2018, I didn't go accusing them why they voted for me. So when they voted against me, why should I go and accuse them? And so I've kept quiet. I've never opened my mouth ever since the election, because for me, the most important thing is to create the environment within which the party can operate and get President Mahama elected, because my passion is to see John Mahama coming back, because I've worked with him and I've come to the realization that he's the best safe pair of hands that this country can rely on in this very perilous moment that we find ourselves. And if we made the mistake as a party to divide our front and not allow him to come and finish the unfinished agenda, I don't know where this country will be. The biggest mistake that this country ever made was not to allow John Mahama to complete his second term. Ghana would have been a different place for us. But for me, I know his passion. I know that he has the capacity, he has the knowledge. He is on top of issues. And right from day one, I don't think that President Mahama needs any honeymoon. Right from day one, I think he will hit the grounds running. And my passion to see him elected supersede any other consideration. And so I have decided to keep quiet. I've decided to join forces. I was outside the country for medical reasons. I came back. I've never rested. Even in my not too good state of health that I find myself, I am doing party work. I'm doing media work. I am doing a lot of work. Fortunately, I also undertook some program in Richmond University, Virginia. Whilst I was on my hospital bed, I thought I couldn't waste the time. So on campaign management, campaign strategies, new ways of campaigning and all those things. And I have been certified as a professional campaign, management, more or less consultant now. And so with all the experience that I have, what I want to do now is to sit back, look at the political environment, look at gaps, look at where I can offer some constructive advice, where I can offer some training, and where I can offer some direction to ensure that. And I must say that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, when he visited in my house, said that even while I was on my hospital bed in the US, I was sending him messages. I'm reading this, do this, do this, do this, do this. And he graciously would promptly implement some of the things, and some of them which requires further engagement, we put it on paper and we send it. So I am comfortable, I'm cool, even though I think that the vilification and then the wicked propaganda and accusation against me was very unfair, to say the least, to my person, my family, and everybody, people who are associated with me. I have decided that let's bury the hatchet, let's move on. What is important is about the well-being of the ordinary Ghanaian who is suffering under the excruciating economic environment that we find ourselves in. Let us rescue this country, and let's see what the future will hold for all of us.
Elections are about 4 to 5 months away. Do you think that your party will win?
I'm very optimistic about the chances of our party winning. And I believe that with the kind of work that, because the party did not start the campaign from yesterday. We started immediately we lost the verdict for 2020 was pronounced at the Supreme Court. We started. And we have gone through all sorts of processes, reorganization processes, right from the national, region, constituency, to the branch level, to the extent that for the first time we had national officers going to branches to help in putting the branch structures in place. It has never happened, but it did happen under my... So the party started reorganizing and putting the structures firmly on the ground.